it's important to recognize red flags when engaging in export. I'll bring it up a few examples. So the customer or purchasing agent is not offering you enough information about who's going to be the end user of this product. That's a very big red flag. Another thing that you can be recognized is the product's capability do not fit the buyer's line of business. So for example, if a small bakery is placing an order for several sophisticated lasers or power tools, it does not fit their line of business. So you might be questioning yourself, why is exactly they're buying this commodity for? If the buyer has no or little business background, buyer does not have an online presence, use Google as your friend as much as you can. It's easy to find a social media nowadays, a web page. If your buyer is not anywhere in the internet, question yourself, is this company legit? If something doesn't look right, go with your guts. If something doesn't feel right, question yourself, is it really worth doing business with this company?
Go ahead. It's all the exports that are handled through Scarborough International, every party that's within that transaction is actually screened through denied parties lists and such. And you also, as an exporter, can be able to do this through export.gov. And that's a very important part to make sure that you're not dealing with any nefarious companies.
Thank you, Patrick. Another aspect that you may be looking for is deemed the export rules. Be aware that any type of communication that you share via email, via phone, such as sharing technology, blueprints, research and disclosure information might be considered as well as an export. So be aware who you traded this information even before engaging in export of the tangible goods. I know like a lot of universities or high technology research companies, they engage in a lot of research products and they might end up trading some information with overseas. Just be very careful, making sure you're allowed to trade that information before you do so. And for those companies that hire employees, foreign employees, making sure that they're not dealing with exports to the foreign countries, because only persons with a permanent resident status or U.S. citizenship are granted status as protected individuals, and they do not fall under the deemed export rules. So universities can really get in trouble with like students that are doing research and trading information that not should be with overseas.
Yeah, it's quite important. That university thing led me to a story I heard. It's actually not a story, it's a true story that many years ago, a professor of a major leading university was going ahead and just teaching his class as usual. However, he had a Chinese national that was a student, and he wound up being imprisoned due to the fact that the information that he was providing that student was restricted. So it's quite a scary story that I heard that I thought I'd bring up.
That is scary. Thank you, Patrick. Let me just interrupt you guys really quick because we've had a couple people pop in with questions. And yes, we will be providing the presentation along with the recording of this to all of you that jumped in a little bit later. So I just wanted to clear that up. Go on. Thank you, Angelica and Patrick.